Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Steel 4, and of course we are on the Courageous 2 doing our rounds, and after that our bonding events. But besides that, we also got a lot of places on the map we can go to, so there's still so much to do. It's going to be a couple of episodes before we are through it, and also we have a few side quests attached to it, so let's just get started and continue where we were. We did one part of this layer. I think we came up the other way. Let's make sure. We can easily see, of course. Yeah, it's definitely this part. Alright, let's go. Rean! Oh, perfect timing. Help me out here. I'm trying to convince Dorothy to take a break from pairing up guys and write about girls for a change. I told you, Angelica, I have firm rules when it comes to what I write about, and your request violates the most sacred one. I don't really have a dog in this fight. But if Dorothy really doesn't want to do it, there's no reason she should have to, right? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's because Dorothy is into guys, she'd rather write about relationship with about guys, instead of just girls. So it makes sense, I guess? Fair point, Rean, but I wouldn't want to see a writer of Dorothy's caliber squander her potential. The girl has the chops for this. Wait, Angelica, you read my books? Of course, they're amazing, which is why I think it's criminal for you to limit your stories to just one type of direction. For now, let's start with a long talk about just how appealing women can be, But I... How about that? Not even Dorothy is a match for Angelica. Oh, I'm not budging until you understand all the delights women who love women can offer. While I understand the aesthetic value, I really must insist. Yeah, they're gonna have a heated discussion for a very, very long time about this. Don't know if Angelica's gonna get her way, but if anyone can wear her down, it's definitely her. It's Laura. Wow. Now, what would you use to treat a patient with these symptoms? Let's see. I'd start by giving them the antivenom and then administer something to help stabilize their blood pressure. But wait a second. Some of these natural remedies can have side effects, so... Oh, I see now. This is one of those cases where you have to get the balance between the different drugs just right. Very perceptive. Well done. The medicines can have adverse reactions with what drugs the patient is already taking. It's important to remember that. I will, absolutely. Ah, I see you're getting lessons from Linda, Carrie. Oh, Instructor Rean. Yeah, well, a few. Just here and there when we're both free. Oh, I won't be able to hold proper classes again for a while, but I really do want Carrie to learn about medicine in depth. Well, it's a good idea. You will never know when knowledge like this might come in handy. Good luck, both of you. Thank you. Oh, it certainly helps to have such an eager pupil. Linda has helped me out a lot. I've learned so much from her. I might not be able to do much for her now, but I'll keep training so I can eventually lessen her burdens.
Please, take your time.
Yeah, like Rean said, you never know when it's gonna come in handy, so just keep on learning all the time.
Take care.
Oh, getting into medicine isn't easy. There's so much to learn. I think Kyrie got what it takes though. He'll need hands-on experience for some of it, so I like to teach him what I can, little by little.
Let me know what you need.
Same shops, just very close together.
Stay healthy.
Oh, we will. Well, at least until the rivalries begin. After that, all the gloves come off, I'm sure. I don't know, we're in the resting area. Tita, Randy, is everything okay? Yeah, we're just working out some stuff between the Liberal and Crossbow teams. Oh, Estelle and the others are gathering intel in East Erebonian right now. Lloyd and the SS Crossbow covered. But the Imperial Army has been tapping their communications. So we're using the Courageous 2 system to help strengthen the encryption. I see. Thanks to that comms artifact, we've got a bit more wiggle room. But even then, we've only got so much range. Especially since it seems the prince is trying to keep in contact with Calvert. Well, everything we can do feels so constricted right down to our comms. Well, give us time. We'll work something out. Supporting you guys is our top priority right now. If you're going to the servers, let us know, and we'll help however we can. Thanks, will do. Oh, on an unrelated note, you're also into Pom Pom Party, right? I am. Do you play too, Tina? I do. Ren got a little obsessed, so I got roped into it. And do you want to exchange account IDs? Definitely. Yeah, another person I cannot beat. Well, damn. Class VII sure is busy, even though it's just morning. Well, if you're headed to the servers, we'll be glad to help out. Feel free to ask anytime. There is a chance of it. However small, of course. Alright, that means this layer is done now too. Just one more to go before we start our bondings. Which is... oh, that's green, it's not yellow. Let's see. Are you reading a letter, Maya? Oh, Instructor Rean. Yeah, it just arrived. It's from my father. Your dad? Oh, he used to be a captain, but due to an incident in Hemel, he had the misfortune of being discharged. Though it's easy to imagine that being reinstated would recover his self-confidence and pride. And now he sent a letter to Maya. I can only imagine what it contains. Well, it seemed like you've managed to figure things out like always, Instructor. I mean, I was going to tell you everything anyway, since it's not like I have any intention of hiding things. Essentially, he's saying I should drop out of the branch campus and immediately head down to the surface. I thought as much. And if I don't listen to what he says, it sounds like he's going to throw out all of my treasured items, including some clothes that belong to Mom. That's just outright blackmail, cause at one part, of course, he's worried about her going into situations that are extremely dangerous, but throwing away memorabilia from her mom, that's just not done. That's just a step too far. Oh, my things did disappear when he visited me at the campus a while ago. I found that pretty strange. Well, we confirmed as much when we snuck in that one time. Could that have been the reason? Well, I was quite perplexed at first. I thought that if Dad could return to the military, that he might regain his pride and self-confidence. But he just doesn't seem like a good guy, drink or no drink. Maya. Well, I'm sorry to bore you with all this, Instructor. Don't worry, I have no intention whatsoever of leaving this ship. I'm sorry to hear about my clothes, but this might be the kind of thing that you're better off just ignoring. Oh, Rean is not going to ignore this. He's gonna go down to the servers and grab her things before her dad can do anything, or talk to him, try to make him see the light of day. Is that really the right thing to do? I wonder if I should help. Not yet. If that's what Maya thinks, then it's probably best if I just stay out of it. But we'll definitely come back to it. Hey Rean, I hear you got to talk to Val and Milliam again. Nice work. And speaking as your engineer inspiration, I couldn't be prouder. It really wasn't a matter of engineering, but thanks all the same, Minty. You too, Gwyn. Well, they're not really back. We couldn't have done what we've done without the efforts of everyone here. Save your thanks. I haven't done anything to earn them. If anything, I'm still working a way out of a bit of apologies, what with my old friend bailing on you and my daughter fueling the war. I can't help but feel responsible for many of the troubles you faced. No, that's nothing to be sorry for. Oh, that's right, Grandpa Gwyn. Plus, you've helped us come to grips with a ton of new tech. I do wonder where Smithy got to, though. So, you two don't have any idea where he is? Nope. He was helping out with the Courageous too, but he never actually showed up in person. He mentioned something about having some business to take care of. But hey, that's Smith for you. He's going to do whatever he wants, whether you like it or not. No sense in worrying about it. For now, we better just concentrate on getting you through these rivalries thing in one piece. Probably a good call. To do that, I'm going to need your help to bring out Velimar and Millium's power. Oh, leave it to me. Oh, I'd be happy to lend a hand. Let me know if you need advice on anything. I gotta say though, Mint, I'm very impressed with how you've improved. If the world weren't going to hell in a handbasket, I'd offer you a job at the Reinfurt already. Well, it might be fun to work at the same place as my dad and all, but Tita's mom already invited me to come work with her. Really? She also told me never to trust anyone with red hair, and that's getting rid of your bandana doesn't get rid of your sins. Oh yeah, we know exactly who she's talking about. Oh yeah, that sounds like Erica Russell. She was involved with the Courageous 2 development for a while. Though when Tita went missing, she didn't take it well. But if you manage to survive one of her Red Hat rants, you really must be something, Mint. I mean, I guess. Thing is, there's so many different workshops outside of the Empire, and I also kinda want to go to Erin to learn about Divine Night Orbs. There's so much stuff I still want to try out. So I'm going to have to turn down your offer. Sorry, Grampy Gwyn. Yeah, and she's still young, so trying to go everywhere, learning about as many different things is the best thing she can do. And then when she's a little older and she finds that one thing she has the most interest to, she can then specialize into that. So yeah, she's still got time to figure things out. You are forgiven. I can never be mad at you, Mint. I have a feeling Mint's going to go far in this world. I cannot do all the work though. I've got to do my best too, for Velimar and for Millium. Most definitely. Oh, Grampy Gwyn gave me a lot of advice when I was getting the Courageous 2 up and running. He always forgives me, and even when I mess up, he's a real good guy, that one. Wow, sounds like you two really work well together. Yeah, the thing is, she makes mistakes, she's honest about it, and she's learning what she did wrong and trying to improve, so how could anyone not be impressed by that? Yeah, at some point we do need to get the EP, HP and shield, but I think we have power, speed and critical equipped, so the rest is just for our inventory. And it will come once I have enough U material.
Huh? Done already?
For now. Uses, this is where you were. I thought I might be able to hear that annoyingly cheerful voice one more time. I should have known better. Uses, you know, Millium said she'd be watching over us the whole time. I don't know for sure if she'll reply or if she can even hear you, but I think she'd appreciate it if you try to talk to her. Perhaps. Though knowing her, I can imagine she would enjoy a conversation in which she couldn't retort to whatever I said. Okay, that's a fair point. A chat that she couldn't take part in would probably drive her up the wall. Anyway, we should probably get moving. She is there. What was that? Looks to me like Millium doesn't want you to leave. You should stay with her a little bit longer. Typical. Alright, Millium, you win. Yeah, looks like Eustace is gonna spend a lot of time in the hangar. Oh, by the way, what's up? I just remembered I would occasionally play Vintage Masters with Millium. She enjoyed it, and her skills matched her enthusiasm for the game. Wow, really? Indeed, I intended to take her down if we had a rematch, but I could use some practice. Well, hit me up if you want to play. You can now play Vintage Masters against users. Why not? May the blessed player win. Let's go.
Now let's begin.
Yeah, we gotta be a bit lucky with what we have and what we get. Alright, now let's read what the knight did. Your cards in play gain attack +1. So just an order and raise attack every round. Which can be pretty devastating if the match lasts long. Let's remove a few, let's say, parties from the board. 1 point too little to play either of these. This is sad. Would have been great to have the Blix already on the board, but I wanted something on front other than the Witch. I think there's nothing else we can do. Yeah, I knew it was gonna go for that. But it is what it is. Alright, let's go. Yes. And skill. Perfect. So next round we can have 10 point of damage per round. So that should prove nicely. And he really needs to get some stuff on the board. Really? Are his cards that high value that he just can't place them? That might spell trouble. Yeah, we have a chance of getting off the board on the next one. Depending on what he plays. If we get some extreme healers on his side, it might be difficult, but we'll have to wonder. Ooh, what's that? Neptuno. To damage an enemy, defends the cards. How does it defense? Let's see. Ah, we need to get it off the board. Yeah, that will make it survive the round, that's for sure. How best to approach? Just get you on the board at least. Oh, this is 4. Do we want to attack? Ooh, survives. Yes. Yeah, well. Unless he has something very impressive, we should have this in the bag. Yeah, definitely. All my range ones alone is more than enough. So it's a thought in the back of your mind. I want to take all the cards off the board first before I take them out, but let's not. A win is a win.
Lost.
Yes. 3 new cards. User's bond is at maximum. Alright, let's hope he doesn't get any more customizable weapons or something that I need to pick his bonding events for, but for now, I think we're good. Ooh. I appreciate the help. Let's meet at... Celine? What's she doing in a place like that? I'm not sure what she's saying, but it sounds like she's speaking with someone. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to her. No, not yet. Ah, Pablo, nice to see you in the workshop. Aye, Tita and I are taking turns. Mint and Gustav are on the fence have sold out maintenance dirty. They never hold anything back either. But if orbit operation is what you need, then you can leave it to me. A genuine railroad technician prodigy. A genius even. Is that a roundabout way of saying you want to be in charge of orbit maintenance? I guess you're pretty passionate about all kinds of engineering, huh? Yeah, and he always has a few nuts on hand in case we need it. People tend to forget about it, but the railway will have my heart now and forever. It's like the Durfling that has my heart romantically, but the Courageous too is my best mate. That's an interesting way to put it. But it's also definitely a popular way of saying it. And then who calls on him too? See you. Weapon maintenance, huh? That's right. We may have to join the battle during this operation. Since we still have time before it starts, it seemed like a good idea to make sure everything works like it should. As for me, I've been communing with my sword in an attempt to get some answers. Still haven't gotten over that wall, huh? Have you been able to pinpoint the problem? When I crossed sword with the main campus students, I couldn't help but be frustrated how inexperienced I am. I could still hold my own, but I felt like there was something they all had that I was missing. Well, personally, I think you're giving this way too much thought, Wayne. You're doing fine. Like, remember how you used to be terrible at swimming, but you practiced and pushed through and overcame the hurdle just fine. Trust in yourself. The little extra confidence can go a long way. Stark. He's right, Wayne. Though I still think communing with your weapon is a good idea. Sometimes observing the condition of your blade and all its little nicks and scratches can tell you something about yourself. It works for me. I see. I must apologize. I've here been going about this all wrong. I'll take a step back, relax, and figure this out if it kills me. Remember, the goal is not to die, okay? Sorry, I do to tense up with things like this. For the time being, I should go back to focusing on the basics. Hey, in combat and stuff like that, that's always a great thing. Just focus on the basics, master them, and you know, you'll be able to move forward at some point. Well, Wayne is the sort of person who constantly seeks to improve. I don't think you need to worry, instructor. You really get him, huh? I think he does. I think he really does. This does also mean that we've completed the rounds of talking to people, so now we can pick our pawning events, which we already did, of course. It's the same logic that I've used so far through the entirety of the game. Focus on gaining the hearts, and the rest falls under, we'll see how it goes. And I haven't even begun to see if... Because there is no... There has to be a way to see... Oh wait. It's here, of course. Because here you can see the stars and the hearts. Because I wanted to see if there was somebody who already had both hearts accounted for. Because if they have both hearts accounted for and their stars are max, they will not be picked for a bonding event. So I guess we're good on that front. So yeah, one more round of heart collection and viewing the rest. Okay, so let's have a quick save. So we don't lose the point, and we start with Celine. Alright, let's go. Hey Celine, what in the world? Krianos. Well, we'll be flying out then. Is it close to the village, right? Yes, please. Celine, That blue bird. Where the hell did it go? Close to the village. Could it be Velomar? With an idea where the location could be, Rean hurriedly boarded Velomar and began searching for Celine. There you are, Celine. Huh? What are you doing here? Getting distracted there, are we? Yeah. Celine, let me help. No way. Just stay where you are. Don't butt in when I'm training, got it? Wait, what? Let's make an exception this time, shall we? It was you all along, Vida? Would you like to try this again, Rean? Get on with it then, Celine. This isn't how it's supposed to go down. Oh well. I don't know what's going on, but if Celine needs my help, she's got it. Rean took part in a challenging practice session. My, that was more satisfying than I thought it would be. We'll meet again soon, you two. Phew, how can you explain what that was all about? Just like Celine said, pure training. Wasn't that bluebird? You can be a real nuisance sometimes, you know? At least you didn't entirely ruin things for me. Why'd you come here anyway? Also, it was completely unnecessary to have Velomar send you all this way. You're the one who disappeared without a word. I was worried about you. I had a feeling you wouldn't have done that without a reason, but I didn't want to take any chances. Oh. My bad. I'm sorry I worried you. Wasn't that bluebird Vida's familiar? Yes, it was Gaius. An illusion of him anyway. He was destroyed back then, but Vida managed to summon his scattered energy. Recreating a destroyed familiar isn't easy. But I wouldn't put it past Vida to actually bring a new one into existence instead of conjuring an illusion. Yeah, Vida's definitely powerful enough. They're both very special. Gideonos was created using unique mana in order to help Vida reach her potential as a witch. My role was to assist Emma. I was given the ability to speak and to shapeshift, but I'm not nearly as powerful. So I decided to see to my improving myself. Ah, I see. So that's why you disappeared, to train. Well, after what we've learned at Luna Sanctuary, I could see no other choice. I have my pride and responsibilities as Emma's familiar, and as part of Rose's spirit. But that's not all, I suppose. What do you mean? Rean, you're as sharp as a marble, aren't you? Why do you think I went beyond my duty as Emma's familiar to provide assistance to the rest of you? Why did I even go so far to take on a human form for training? It's because there's someone I want to look after. Duh. Oh. Sometimes I ask myself why I bother. It's worth it though, despite everything. I fought alongside you in the Civil War, and I stuck with you even after you graduated. As I learned more about humans, I discovered we shared certain values. I've changed. You changed me. Celine. I'll get you for that someday. You better promise me that you won't ever give up. Meow? They end up becoming real friends. Okay, I promise. If anything knocks me down, I'll keep getting a backup right away so I can keep going. I won't betray the trust you have in me. I have no idea what fate is in store, but I'll keep on fighting. And I'm sure you'll need my help along the way. That's fine though, I'll be there for you. But I'm counting on you to stand on your own 2 feet most of the time, Rean Schwarzer. I'll keep that in mind. After that, Celine turned back into a cat. They took a breather together and then headed back to the Courageous 2. Your bond with Celine strengthened. Maxed out. Typical. I was hoping to train in secret, but no. You just had to find me, didn't you? Anyway, there's no time for us to be chatting. We've got the second rivalry coming up. Right, gotta focus. Most definitely. Where are the other 2? In the training hall and on the 2nd floor. Alright. Alright, Kurt, we are ready for you. Kurt, what is it that you're reading? Oh, instructor. It's a letter from Mueller, actually. He gave it to me before he left. The Lieutenant Colonel, huh? He gave you a letter even though you were face to face? That's right. I found it rather curious myself. I only just started reading it, but... well, it's more of a family matter than anything really, so no need to concern yourself over it. He wrote me to take care of it when I have the time. That said, preparing for the sanctuary should be our foremost priority at the moment. Lieutenant Colonel Mueller wouldn't write a letter like this for no reason. Plus, I'm pretty curious, I'll admit. I'd say you have plenty of time, Kurt. After all, this is my own pupil's family matters. We're talking here, not some strangers. If I can help in any way, all you have to do is let me know. I'll be there for you as best as I can. Instructor. Thank you so much. I know it can be somewhat of a burden at times. There is a certain place I'd like to go. Could I get you to accompany me? I think you just did. Rean and Kurt set off together. Along the way, they talked about the contents of the letter. I don't see any military police here. I thought this was supposed to have been converted to a conscription office. Well, I suppose they left everything empty here when their forces were diverted to the Heimdall area. There you are, Kurt. Oh, it's Mueller. I thought it was his mum. Oh, hello, Mueller. Well, we meet again, Lieutenant Colonel. Ah, yes. This reunion came earlier than expected, and I'm glad to see you, nonetheless, Rean. I apologize for calling you away for this, but I'm sure you have more pressing matters to attend to. It's no problem. I'm here to lend Kurt my full support as his instructor. And if that wasn't enough of a reason, you did go out of your way to delegate me as his partner. I still can't quite believe it. Did you really find Roland's other twin sword? Ah, yeah, then this is gonna be the event we'll pick with the extra bonding point. It's true. Well, would you look at that? Roland's sword, clear as day. We found the left-hand one in Raquel, and you've recovered its pair. We stumbled upon it while we were readying the Courageous 2. It was as if something led us to it. I had no idea you already had its pair. It must be fate. You know what I summoned you here for, don't you, Kurt? Indeed, I read the letter. You want me to have Roland's twin swords, under one condition. Instructor Rean and I go through with this trial of yours. Forgive me for asking, but why am I included in this? This seems to be a vendor family business. I'm not even trained in this school of swordsmanship. I understand how arbitrary all of this must feel to you, but it wasn't my decision to make. The moment I grasped this sword, I sensed Roland's will. The two of you stand before me as the successor of Roland's dual style and the inheritor of the Ashen Knight. Moreover, your relationship is not unlike Roland and Emperor Dreikel's, who cut their way through the War of the Lions side by side. Roland died before his time. I refuse to stand by and let history repeat itself with you, Kurt. That's why you must prove yourself more able than him. And you, as a chevalier, show me you've surpassed Tricles himself. Are you seeing this aura coming off the swords? So, we've got to defeat both you and Roland's spirit. Very well. I accept the challenge. I've long looked up to you and my ancestor of legend. If it's a test of mettle you want, I'll face you both head on. Well said, Kurt. If the two of us, I'm sure we can accomplish this much. Let's do it, Kurt. And so their first battle began. Mueller, empowered by Roland's spirit, came at them with an unrelenting assault, attacking with even more power than he showed in his fight outside the Infernal Castle. But Rean and Kurt struck in perfect sync with each other, managing to turn the battle into an even match. And then... Now! Ha! Not too shabby at all. Indeed, well done. Roland's equally impressed by the ability you've demonstrated today. You've earned the right to wield his swords, Kurt. Thank you, Mueller. Perfect. Beautiful pair of swords. So, how do they look? They fit you perfectly, Kurt. You certainly look the part of Roland's successor. I'm proud of you, Kurt. I encourage you to join the Brand campus was definitely the right choice. Well, that means a lot to hear. I'm well aware I've yet to reach the heights of swordsmanship or experience you, Father and Roland have, but I've managed to gain so much things nobody else ever could. And I owe it all to the friends I've come to bond with, including Instructor Rean. I couldn't have said it better myself, Kurt. Working together, I know we'll reach even greater heights. Of course. Rean and Kurt bid Mueller farewell, wishing to see him sooner rather than later. They returned to the courageous Kurt carrying his new swords with undisguised joy and admonishment. Oh, astonishment. Your bond with Kurt strengthened, and you obtained Roland's twin swords. Roland's twin swords are cosmetic items. Go to the item section of the game menu to change the appearance of Kurt's weapons. And maximum bonding level as well. Yeah, I like Celine's scene as well, but as I've said throughout the entire game, I like it when I get cosmetic items from a bonding event, so Kurt is one step up right now. If the third one we have also as an item, then we'll have to choose. Mostly which girl we need to get rid of for the hard event. Training area. Phew. Were you training Gaius? Yes. Full-scale operations are picking up now, so I figured I should go ahead and up my training regimen. Recent events have made me realize just how inexperienced I am. I see. But you can't let what happened to the Merkaba bother you. Everyone, you included, did everything they could. Things could have gone better considering the circumstances. Thanks, Rean. But I'm not that worked up about it, so don't you worry about me, okay? As a Grolsritter, I vowed to be of help to you all, Rean. I need to figure out what I'm lacking. That's the focus of my training here. What he's lacking, huh? Well, if I had to say... Hey, I've got a proposal for you, Gaius. How about we pay a visit to Brigadier General Bardias? Huh? Rumor has it his ancestors are warriors from North, so wouldn't that make him the perfect person to ask? Maybe you will be able to get a few tips that will help you work out any areas that you feel like you're lacking in. That does make some sense now that I think about it. Though he must be pretty busy with the Wiseland army. Well, once that's settled, let's make sure to get in touch. Rean and Gaius got in touch with the Western Army and managed to reach Brigadier General Bardias. They decided to meet up in the Avon Hills, since the Brigadier General had operations to attend to close by. Oh, thanks for agreeing to meet us, Brigadier General. Yes, we appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. I wouldn't do it for just anyone. But since it's you guys, I got Lady Aurelia to lend us the Balcluda. Guess it helped, it was free at the time anyway. I may have lost touch with my heritage, but I figure I can still do some good here. I truly am thankful you came. I'm ready to dig into whatever you have to teach me. Whatever it takes to hone my skill as a Grolsritter and protect my loved ones from whatever dangers there may be. So that's how it is. Say Gaius, how you like to spar with me? Right now? Why not? We've got to put that strength of yours to the test, if you want to find out your weak points. But be warned, I will go all out against you, and I expect you to do the same. What do you say? I'm up for it. Chance like this don't come along every day. Come at me with everything you've got. A fierce battle between Gaius and Wallace followed. Wallace struck out in full force, unleashing moves that had even forced the almighty conflagration into a corner. Gaius refused to give in, and with the power of his stigma was able to match his opponents blow for blow. Man, Gaius, you kept pace with him the whole time. That's no small feat. Looked like the rumors about you were true, Black Whirlwind. Hey, you're not so bad yourself, Soaring Phoenix. You got some impressive skills. Between you and your own natural ability, and that's the stigma, I don't see this battle ending anytime soon. Guess I'll have to call in some friends. His divine horses. That's right, thoroughbred war horses from the Bardias family-owned stables. They're both fine and courageous mounts. Think you can handle them? So we're settling it with a joust, huh? Fine by me. Ah! The battle moved into a head-to-head jousting match. It looked to be a long and grueling fight before either combatant gave in, but then... Over already, huh? Gotta hand it to you, Wallace. You really gave me what for out there. Well, turned out to be not so evenly matched as before, huh? Could you tell me what the difference was there, Gaius? Yeah, I think so. I had a feeling I'd lost sight of something all this time, but now it's finally starting to fall into place. Gaius. Well, good. All that wasn't for nothing then. It's been a while, so I think I'll treat my horse to a longer ride. So why don't you two stay back and rest a bit? You going to be alright? Yeah, just a couple of scratches. I think he held back a little for the horse's sake. I'm still kind of in awe of him, though. It didn't take much for him to see right through me. Well, sounds like you pierced something together yourself. Yeah, I know now where I've been going wrong. I got so caught up in being a Grolsritter that I forgot about what was so important to me, as plain old Gaius Warsaw. The reason I came to Erebonia, to Thors, was to learn about the outside world. To take all I picked up and turn it into strength to protect my homeland. You know, thinking back, the rest of us were really amazed by the length you were willing to go to. You had to adapt an entirely new landscape, all for the sake of taking care of what you had back home. That really means something. I can say we're all inspired by how devoted you are to your land and people. I don't know if I'd go that far. I feel like I was just charging in without thinking things through. But it's true. I've always had North and everyone there at the front of my mind when I did. Even inheriting the stigma and everything we went through during the Civil War was part of that. They were the winds that guided me from the very start. And the reason I'm standing here right now. I guess having wings makes it hard to feel connected to the people back on the ground. But now, I feel like I finally got my head out of the clouds and back where it belongs. And I'll see to it that it stays that way. Erebonia is my second home. I'll protect it to the very end, along with North and the rest of the continent. Even the whole world if it comes to that. You never do anything by halves, do you? I'm glad you got your head together, Gaius. I'll be counting on you then. Of course, right back at you, Rean. Welcome back. Round 2. Well, I was hoping you'd be up for another jousting match. My performance back there was just pitiful. This time, let's show you what a North warrior can really do. So, what do you say, Brigadier General Wallace Bardias? Now, this is what being young is all about. You get yourself a rematch, Gaius Warsaw. Proud warriors, all of them. Following that, Rean watched Gaius and Wallace equally balanced fight through to the end. Your bond with Gaius strengthened. Yeah, also really nice event, but no cosmetics, so we're gonna leave it at that for now. So, I think that's it for today. We're not gonna save this, because I saved just before we started with Celine's morning event. I do have to say though that I did notice that with all 3 events we had combat against other opponents, but we actually didn't actually do the combat, we just heard about it. A part of me feels like I would have wanted to fight those fights, despite how hard they probably would have been. But that would have added so much more to the scene if you actually fought yourself. But I'm fine with the way it goes, but that's the only little caveat I want to give to those bonding events. But for now, we'll leave it here. On the next one, we're going to start with the girls' bonding event. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Until then, bye bye.